Down to visit with Coach Michelle Wyatt, head coach of the South Plains College Lady Texans, and coach, a tough win for you, but you got one taken care of here on Tuesday, or on Monday night rather. Yeah, a little different story on the road at New Mexico Junior College, but you kind of knew what you were getting into. Overall, not a bad two sets, coming out 1-1.
You know, exactly. We knew going to New Mexico, being on their home floor, and probably they may be the best team in the league. You know, their hands were full, and I really thought we did some good things. I mean, we defended them pretty well. We kind of held them under their average. They're leading the league in points scored, and so we held them under that. But you know, offensively, it was a real struggle for us. They just put a lot of pressure on us, and we turned it over way too many times. And so when you do that, you're going to have a hard time winning.
I really thought the first half of that basketball game, though, you had good game plans and you executed them quite well. Frankly, it was the turnovers that bit you in the second half, and sometimes that's the case. But I thought the game plan was there, and at times fairly well executed.
Exactly. You know, I did think we defended them well. I mean, they're bigger than us, and so we kind of tried to show a lot of help side and get our guards in there. And we forced them to miss some easy shots and to have some turnovers. But you know, against a really good team like that, you just, offensively, I mean, we've got to find ways to score, and you just can't give it back to them so many times and expect to win. So, you know, we've been working on it, and we've had some offensive struggles all year, but just stay with it, and we've got good shooters, so we'll eventually get to where we can knock down some shots.
You come home against Howard, and frankly, if you get about half the shots you take that were good shots to fall, it's probably a runaway. Your offense, I thought, looked really good in here on Monday night.
You know, exactly. We've been working on executing better, setting good screens, being better passers, you know, all the things that lead to getting an easy shot, and I thought we executed those well. We did just miss some very, you know, I know in the first half we had 10 points that we missed in the paint, and then probably about that many in the second half as well. So you're right, if you finish those, but you know, they've just got to stay with it and stay with some confidence, and that stuff will fall.
You did a lot of other things well, though, I thought, Monday night. I thought your defense was pretty solid again. You didn't rebound too badly. Turnovers weren't such a big number. And unfortunately, shooting slumps are what they are. You just keep throwing the rock up there. Eventually, it's going to fall, and things are going to turn back for you.
Exactly. You know, and we took a bunch of shots yesterday in practice. You know, and I'm trying not to just overly wear it out because I don't want it to turn into a mental thing. And every time they shoot, you know, they're all tense and things like that. So I just think if you keep working at it, take game shots and game speed, you know, in practice, that they'll be ready, and when we get in a game, that they'll have that confidence.
I think one of the most encouraging things as a spectator was watching after the men's game on Monday night, and the first thing we see is Shea Myatt come back out of the locker room and start shooting, and three others showed up to follow. Obviously a team that's committed to the craft, or they would be back in their dorm rooms with their head on their pillows by the time that men's game went final.
Exactly. You know, I went down there, Shea was going to, you know, she was ready to go right when the men's game finished. And I think that shows their commitment. I mean, we've been kind of challenging them a little bit to make sure that they're taking some extra shots, and they've been coming up here at night. You know, she actually came up here last night as well and took some extra shots. And so I think that does show that their commitment, and that they want to be good players, and they want to have some success. And that's all we can ask for. I mean, I'm really proud of them for that commitment, and I think it will pay off for them.
You get ready to go to Western Texas now, get ready to make the trip into Snyder, and then you hit that kind of the weird spot in there with Clarendon. Let's start out and talk about Western Texas. First, what are some of your concerns coming into Thursday night?
Well, you know, it's a game, obviously, that we're kind of battling them for that fourth spot, and so, you know, we've just got they're real balanced. I mean, they've got a couple of good-sized post players, and then they don't have anybody that averages double figures, so they just all kind of play even. And so you know, we've played them once in the pre-conference tournament. We lost to them on a last-second shot, and so we know that we're pretty evenly matched. So again, it's just going to come down to execution, which team can keep the turnovers down, which team can rebound best, and you know, and then they've had some struggles offensively as well. So which team can find ways to knock down shots. You know, I think that's what it's going to come down to.
This conference is a funny thing because although you look at a record and you go, well, it hasn't been so good, there's still a lot of basketball to be played between now and the end, and you're talking about battling for a 4 spot, and all of a sudden 3 looks like it's just right above you and an opportunity to move up yet again.
There's no question, and that's what we've been trying to, you know, it's hard when you lose games early on to keep that confidence and to get them to stay with it, but they've bought in, and they're committed to what we're trying to get done, and I keep telling them that our goals are still there. I mean, we can qualify for that regional tournament if we just win the games that we need to win and just stay with it. And so I think that they're kind of turned the corner, and the Howard win was huge because that was a team that we needed to beat, and a team that we're battling those last few spots far, and so I hope then that gives them confidence just to continue on, and I think it will.
Health of the ball club. I know you've been without Lindsay Lee most of the season, all the conference season now. Other than that, how's the health of this team holding up?
We're good. You know, we've kind of been in and out, did a little shuffling and everything, but we should be 100% ready to go.
All right, Coach, final thoughts for us before we pack it in, get ready to head for Snyder on Thursday.
No, you know, we had a great crowd on Monday night. You know, our men are obviously ranked #1 and they're playing well, and so I know that's bringing a lot of fans in, and so we appreciate them coming to our game as well, and we're going to stay with it. You know, we're working hard, and we're still trying to get things done. So.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time as always. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you Thursday after the ball game.
All right, thank you.